Welcome back to Escape from Pertam, and you're on with Pixie Rain, and we are back at it again, guys. So, last episode we had some crazy stuff happen, so this episode, as you can see, we still have some crashed enemy stuff going on. That's okay, because we need to get charges. We need to get these batteries charged up, so let's double check our batteries here. Thanks for joining so much, I appreciate it. Good to see you guys. Let's see here. We need to eat some food first of all. Have we got any food in our hands at all? Nope, doesn't look like it. Alright. So let's go ahead and see about getting some breakfast going here. So, let's see. Don't want that. I don't want that. Yeah, that looks good. We'll have some fruit pastries for breakfast. How about that? Alright, so here's our problems. we got a sandstorm going on. Of course we do. So we'll switch over to internal air systems. Alright, yep, so it's, yeah, oh wow. Yeah, it's sandstormy out there. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We need to get our, well, our batteries are up and running pretty good. Because I want to get this ship airborne, I want to get us up to altitude and leveled out. And because we need to start building our ship to get off this planet. And actually, you know what? Do we have room in here to dump this stuff off? Nope. Nope. Wow. Okay, let's look and see. Do we have anything around here that has space? No, no. Well, we got room in the connectors at least, that's true. Let's see here. Looking to see inset connector, we got all kinds of room in there. So that's where this is just going to have to go, because we need to offload this stuff. And I don't need these because we're not jetpacking around, so. And I will drop this because I'm not going to sit. Well, I've got to try to... I know what I was going to do. I know what I wanted to do. I need to use a few of these. Where are they at? Oh yeah. I need to use a couple power cells. That's why I grabbed those power cells, is to see if we could hack, you know, a couple of those things. Let's see. Yeah. That way we can maybe hack a couple of batteries, bring them up, and use those as part of the batteries for our ship, because we are doing small grid. We're not doing a large grid ship into space, so that's good. And the other nice thing too is this ship we're going to be doing is, man, I forgot about all this. Yeah, see guys, we got so much smash up stuff going on out there, it's not even funny. And all this debris up here, a lot of materials to be had. We got a lot of repair work to do on the ship too, but overall, not too shabby. We did good. So, yeah. Good deal. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I want to jump on into this ship, into the our little runabout. And I want to get this stuff offloaded so that we have the ability to be able to get more materials, because I want to start salvaging as much as we can off of this stuff, particularly the particularly want to do the drones that are still there that haven't despawned. We're gonna drop that off there, and we'll run over here and check. Okay, does this one got space in it? It does. Okay, good. We'll drop this stuff off in here too. Alright. Alright, so let's Alright, so let's see here. I want to see if there's any space on anything for... Let's see, did we get everything? Oh, we did get everything out of here. Oh, okay, cool. Alright, never mind then.
Meteor storm inbound.
Yep, I figured as much. That means we're going to have a lot of gunfire going on. Alright, let's go ahead and get it switched over off of there, on, unlock. And let's go over here and get ourselves, let's see here. We gathered everything of usefulness on that one. However, let's see, we want to make sure our GAT's active. I want those things lively, so, because, you know, bugs like to do dumb stuff. Oh, the Sheffield Farm's over there. Nice. Here they come. You knew they were coming. You knew they were coming. Wow, there's a lot coming this time. Alright, so once we get the bugs cleared out of the way, we're gonna head over to that drone over there. We're gonna shred that sucker up real good. Oh yeah. Alright. Because that's not disturbing, guys. Wow, really? Wow, these guys really aren't coming out unless I jump up. Alright. Anybody else want some? Nah, I didn't think so. Alright, anybody else playing dead? Alright, well, that took care of those guys. Okay, where's the... How are you even flying, dude? how is it still flying? Like, I don't even understand. There should be, like, no energy left in this thing. Oh, where's my vehicle at? Oh my gosh, I'm way out here. Alright, let's see here. What do we got? Okay, I don't care about those others, but I do care about that. Alright, so let's go ahead and see if we can't get these things in here. Missiles. Now that is utterly useful. Oh, wow. Seriously? Gonna fill up on this stuff? Wow. It's a good haul. Alright, let's get the, okay, we'll take that, because apparently there was a missile launcher underneath there. I didn't realize that. Alright, I don't really care about these things, but we'll take them because they can still be torn down for materials. I'm after, like, more than anything what we want. Motors and pipes and things like that.
Inventory full.
And grids, things I can't make because of the restrictions that we currently have on this playthrough. So let's go ahead and dump that in there. Wow, we're full up. Whoa. Okay, let's go ahead and fill that up. Alright. It's a good haul. Good gravy, can't get out of there. Oh, that's why it still kept flying. There was a battery in here. Oh wow, these things have got batteries inside here. I didn't know that. Interesting. I did not know that. Alright. Wow, we are fully loaded. That's crazy unbelievable. Alright. Wow. Now we're pretty loaded up with materials, honestly. And that's actually really good. May have to slap some storage containers on here around the second platform because I want to have enough materials so that we can be able to do that fly. Oh wow, are we get more bugs? Okay. More bugs. Here we go. Bring it on. We got enough firepower. I don't think it's a problem. I will switch over my GATs though so they don't shoot the ship. Seems to be a fratricide problem with this with this playthrough, I swear. Alright. Yeah, can we can they just show up please? It's like, come on guys. And let's go ahead and make sure we're lined up correctly. Let's see here. And let's put one here. One there. But let's see, we need interior plates. I don't have enough interior plates. Okie dokie. Let's see, I know we got some in here, so we'll grab those. Let's go ahead and drop those. It's just a lot of shooting going on down there. Now, I like the fact that we got all these motors. We'll need those. But not as much as we'll need. We need grids. A lot of grids, because we're going to go with a hydrogen engine to get to space. And to do a hydrogen engine, we're going to need those grids. Let's go ahead and get drop some material in here. Actually, we'll keep that out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the stuff out of here, because this is all stuff we don't need to necessarily have in there. Try to fill up these external sources here. The idea of this playthrough is, this particular episode, is we're going to try to get as much of these materials gathered up as we can, because the way I see it, once we go up to start doing the ship stuff, we're not going to get bothered by bugs, because they're going to be so high up in the air that it's not going to be an issue. So I just want to get these things transferred over here. And to balance it out, we want to put some crates and stuff over here too. So let's go ahead and do that as well. One, and we'll do that there as well. And then I also want to do some barrels here. I like the idea of the barrels too. Need steel plates for those, but that's fine. We'll get those here in just a minute. We do need to put some railings and stuff on this thing too. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna leave now. We're gonna keep that in there. We'll pull these things out like this. And we're gonna pull out the reactor components because we'll use those. The rest of the stuff can get processed. So we're gonna go ahead and drop this up here. Alright, let's go ahead and run over here and start grabbing stuff out of the ship. Now munitions, those are going to definitely have to be, we'll load those in to the ship itself. Anything that we can get torn apart, you know, that we might need to break down, we'll put in there as well. I think it's important to have our stuff a little bit organized, you know. Let's go ahead and drop off. Let's see. Drop those off. That. Like right now in the playthrough, we really don't need to worry about the tanks, because obviously we're not going to be doing anything with those tanks. We can't fly, so at least not at the moment. Oh wait. I need to use that pipe. I need to use some of those pipes. Because I would like to have, and we can color these too at some point, which would really be kind of cool. I just like the idea of these. Alright. Alright, cool. We'll drop the rest of these, rest of those in there, and we'll drop, let's drop that many in there, because we've got some crates there, but I think I might want to put some crates over one of these, like right over here maybe. I wonder if I can get some crates on here somewhere. Yeah, like right there maybe. Crate right there. get that one there. Alright, cool. Now let's go ahead and let's see, do we have anything in here? We just have ammo in there, that's fine. And we have anything left in there? We do. We have some missiles. We'll pull those out of there. And let's go ahead and grab the rest of this material here. Run over here, finish this off. Cool. Alright, that one's full. And we'll drop this one off here too. And we'll pull from these before we pull from the other. Alright, so I think that covers everything that's in those two containers, that container down there, and that container there, and we've got everything off of our deal there, so that's good. So now we're good to go ahead and go for another another shot at this, yeah? Alright, let's go. Let's, I think this might have some more materials in it. So let's go ahead and drop down on this here. Yeah, it's got some, a lot more materials in it. Although I am really tempted to go after the other, but these drones are gonna despawn. And we're going to also activate our grid, our little GATs. All right. Okay, so we're gonna do this smart. Come on, really? Ah. There we go. Good. I want these grids, you see. Okay, I hear another engine, but oh, because they're probably on the outer sides of the ring. Probably how it is. What's that? Oh. And by having an elevated position here, I'm hoping that it also means that when the bugs come, it won't be as much of a hassle. So it looks like we just have a few of these things in here. is. I'll drop you off. Alright, what else we got here that we don't really actually need? Alright. Okay, that fills it up too, huh? I'll take that away. Let's see, is there any more on here at all in the outer ring? There is. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay, so that takes care of that. So now we gotta go over to this. Oh, actually, you know what? We actually have this to do yet. Okay. And we got that. Alright, cool. So that's a good load on that. We're full up there. Alright, let's hop in here. And let's see. We'll drop some of this stuff off in here. Wow. So we really can't. So there's not much more space. So we might as well just head on up and offload this stuff. Gats off, and then we'll just fly in and take the load. Drop it down. So we'll go after the other, and yeah. Now, what are we doing for energy? Might as well lock it, recharge it, off, and then there we go. Alright, so let's see here. How much space we got? Wow. Those pipes just take up so much space. But they are useful, so that's what we're doing with that. And we'll drop this in here. We actually probably should turn on the recycling options. Alright, get this out of here. Let's see. Dump this in there, and that in there. Okay. We got room in there, we sure do. Good. Drop that in there. Those in there. We'll see if we can't get these rebuilt. Almost there. We're getting there. We're getting there, guys. Okay, let's go ahead and drop those in there. Did we have anything else in there? No. Okay. Let's go back here. Offload, because I still want to be able to get the rest of that. That orbital pod, I want to get that taken care of, and then at that point I think we'll be good to go. Whoops. I want to leave those in there because I think I want to be able to steal one of those batteries if I can. I think it would be really useful for us to have to just try to do a battery merge if we can, just because it's going to make life a little bit easier because of the power cell problem. But as long as we got one battery, we should be fine because we can always build some reactors. We have parts for them, so if it doesn't work, it's not the end of the world. But it does make me concerned because we only have a limited number of power cells. But, man, the advantage, there'd be a really big advantage, you see. And that's where I'm kind of really leaning, is because it would be a huge advantage. Okay, we'll drop that in there. Alright, let's go ahead and get in here. Let's see. I don't know why I'm targeting that one over there, probably because it's still got a functional battery. Alright, okay. So let's go ahead and see about, well, let's get airborne again. So we're gonna go ahead and unlock, alright, first of all, unlock that, activate, 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 and we are golden. And then switch over to the Gatling turrets, get them both active. And then over to the campfire we go. Is there stuff on this campfire we want, like, really bad? We'll take those. Uh-oh. I thought we paused because of those nasty little things. Ooh, nice. Ice, I'll take it. Okay, why are you not working for me here? Mildly annoying. What do we got here? More ice. Okay. And that, I bet, is also some more ice, would be my guess. Yep. That's okay, though. Ooh, Gatling ammo. I'll take it. Okay. Well, we'll take that too. Alright, inventory is full. Let's see if we can transfer some of this inventory into here. And then let's see here. Transfer some of it into here. Cool. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We got one battery here. We're going to try to see if we can... we do have a small grinder. Okay. So let's dump off all of our materials, and then we're going to see if we can steal this battery. Maybe. If we're lucky. I'll hop in here real quick. We're going to grab... we'll grab one battery cell. Because I don't want to risk losing it. And we're going to go with our regular one. Alright, so we need construction components to do the batteries. So let's get the construction components, and we'll get this. And that should be our battery. Yep, it's green. Awesome, that worked out good. I didn't even waste its power cell. How cool is that? Alright, okay, so let's go ahead and get these engines on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Easy, easy, easy. Okay. Alright, now. Because this will be good. This will be really, really good for when we... Alright. Outstanding. Alright, we got ourselves our 2 batteries for our orbital ship. That works out really, really well. I'm going to go ahead and shut off the Gatling turrets. That way when the bugs come, we won't be dealing with that. And we're going to go ahead and set this down on the other side. Oops, oops, oops. Easy, easy, easy. We're obviously running really heavy, guys, so. But there should be... didn't I have another... yeah, there it is, right over there. Okay, we're gonna drop this other one on top of this mag plate right here. Alright, now we got 2 batteries that we are going to merge onto the ship when we build it. So now we're golden. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, easy, easy, easy. Obviously, we're a little bit on the heavy side, apparently. Alright, let's go ahead and bring her down. Okay. Line her up over. There we go. Alright. Alright. Ready to lock. Auto. Okay, we are golden. Alright. Okay, let's see. What? Are we not green on this side? Does this thing get damaged? I don't know. Alright, so we got this nice battery here. And it is definitely on board with what we got going on. So that's good. Alright then. So now we're gonna leave the stuff on there, and I'm actually gonna grind this down. Put the materials in here that we have in there. Alright, so we're loaded up, we're good to go. We've got everything we need, so you know what I think, guys? I think it's time for us to take to the air. We've got full charges on everything. I think, yeah, I think this is going to be a really good one. I think we're golden for getting ourselves airborne, and then we're going to begin the construction process. We might need to make drop downs for ice and stuff like that, but that's okay. We can do that. Now, we do have a lot of heavy weight here, so we do have some damage that we do have to address with this ship. But we can do all that repair work once we're airborne. Even the repairing of the landing gear, I'm pretty sure we can do the repair work of that too. Airborne. And so sooner we get off the ground, the better, because that will alleviate us of the problem with the bugs. So, yeah. Alright, so okay, let's go ahead and get this started here. We're going to go ahead and... Oh, wait. What's our ice status? I want to see what we got for ice. Because we do use hydrogen engine when we move. Okay, we have no actual ice. Okay, well, shoot. I don't know if we got enough power to get airborne and stay airborne, honestly. We might want to get those things repaired before we take off. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and turn those off. And I hate to say it, but we might want to make an ice run. So let's go ahead and get those landing gear repaired now. You know, while we're at it, we ought to get the refinery up and running, and then we'll get that going too, because that way we can begin getting stuff processed. You know, I want to be able to get it set up right. You know what, it's going to be a lot faster if I just do a search. Gonna be working off of that stupid... I'm just gonna take that away because I needed to do the other stuff, and you know what we're gonna do? Well, I'll tell you what we are gonna do. We're gonna plug in the controller before we have a problem. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up topside and we're gonna put this this cobalt up here, because honestly I don't want to have it. We don't need it, so I'm not gonna worry about it too much. So we're gonna pull the uranium, and we'll pull that. Just keep pulling this stuff out until... There we go. Alright, cool. Alright. And we'll throw... We don't have enough uranium in here, I guess. We could probably throw another set of reactors on here if we wanted to, like 2 more, but I want to hold off. We're going to need those for the other. So, yeah, so let's go ahead and get some stuff sorted here. We need some steel. A lot of steel pipe for this. Or not steel pipe, but steel plates. So let's, you know what we're going to do? Okay, this is gonna sound kind of silly. I do this sometimes. But we're gonna organize things a little bit because I want to see what we have, and honestly, it's kind of fun to do. Alright, so... Oh, before we do that, we need to eat some food. We have fruit pastries. Okay, so... Now, let's see here. I'm gonna do some organizing here. Okay. Okay, so here's our cargo terminal here. Okay, we're very full in this cargo terminal. So, I think what I'm gonna do, we're gonna take the uranium. Wait, we're gonna go to our personal pack here. And we're gonna take the uranium. We're also gonna take the gravel, which we're gonna dump overboard. We don't need it. And then we're going to then go back down to here, and we're gonna go here. And we're gonna move those. Okay. Take that and that. Actually, well, we're gonna nah, I'm not gonna waste my time doing this. Sometimes once in a while I'll go through and I'll just reorganize everything. Just because, you know, kind of weird that way. So let's go ahead and dump these in here. I am gonna dump the gravel overboard though, but we don't need those. But I will take some of that. Don't need that. I don't know how many of those we're gonna need, but I don't believe I'm gonna need 100 of them. And we'll take more of those. Alright, cool. Alright, let's go downstairs and get our low winds too. Of course we are. Alright. Let's go downstairs and see if we can't get those landing gear done the way we like it. Alright, outstanding. See, that's what I was thinking we were going to be able to do. Where's that other landing gear at? There it is. Okay. See, we could have done that airborne. But the reason why I wanted to get it built up is in case we have a bit of a landing issue. I don't expect us to have a landing issue, but it is possible. And because it's possible, I do want to make sure that we are prepared for it. You know what we could do? We could probably grab one of these things. Problem is I don't have any weapon protection on the front end here. Well, actually, you know what we could do? Yeah, we could put one right there. Actually, do we even need a landing gear in the front there? I mean, we could put a landing gear there, I guess, and that would be a forward landing gear we could work with, I guess. Don't know how we do it, but we could. But I think we need a better placement for that weapon system, honestly. And I think this is actually pretty unnecessary down here, honestly. See, that would be a really good spot for it right there. I wonder if I can get to it. And because it seems to me that the smart money would be to put the weapon system where you're going to be at boarding. Yeah. Okay, so we can reach it. Alright, cool. Oh, shoot, there's nothing in there. Well, that's not good. Well, that would explain why it's not doing its job. hand, I don't have a spotlight over here anymore either. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this weapon system in place here. Alright, let's go ahead and drop.
Storm inbound.
And then, oh, wait. Yeah. That's what you're gonna do. I know that's what you're gonna do. Small ships, no. Large ships, no. Stations, no. You're a... only shoot things like that. Alright. Let's see if we... do we have any more... I don't think we have any more,